Swami iti namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyatya Deshatarine Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Chaitanya Nityananda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jayo Prabhupada Shila Prabhupada Shila Prabhupada Jayo Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Go to permanent.
Jayom Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivajakacarya Stotra Rishata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanara Vrinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Prem se kaho Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vash Adi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Shama Kund Radha Kund Shri Giri Govardhan ki श्री वृंदावन धाम की, श्री नवदीप मायापुर धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, गंगा माई की, जमुना माई की, भक्ति देवी की, तुलसी महारानी की, कलयुग पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, बृहत मृदंग ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की, ट्रांसेंडेंटल प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. The translation of Guru Puja is: the lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which we can attain pure devotional service. Bow to his lotus feet with great awe and reverence. By his grace one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. My only wish is to have my consciousness purified by the words emanating from his lotus mouth. Attachment to his lotus feet is the perfection that fulfills all desires. He opens my darkened eyes and fills my heart with transcendental knowledge. He is my Lord, birth after birth. From him ecstatic prema emanates. By him ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scriptures sing of his character. Our spiritual master is the ocean of mercy, the friend of the poor and the Lord and master of devotees. O Master, be merciful unto me. Give me the shade of your lotus feet. Your fame be spread all over the three worlds. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. So let the class from that side, so we can move towards that side. Hare Krishna everyone. I'm going to sing this Mangalacharan praise. This is the prayers of the invocation to bring the auspiciousness to our gathering. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Jaya Radha Madhava Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. So, welcome you all to our Sunday Feast program. Very bright and sunny day today. I think we have a summer in UK now for a change. Let's see how long it lasts, but let's enjoy while it is there. So today we have a very special topic to discuss. It is called the topic of celebrating Chida Dahi Festival. I don't know any of you have heard this festival before? Chida Dahi Festival? Probably not. This is a festival of eating. You all like to eat, isn't it? And in ISKCON, chanting, dancing and feasting. These three things goes on constantly. And this is one festival, Chida Dahi Festival. Very simple festival. There's a wonderful story behind it. And there is a wonderful lesson behind it as well from that story. So we're going to narrate the whole story and we learn the lessons from that story. And also we'll discuss at the end, how do we imply the teachings from this story into our life. Before that, we'll be discussing from chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, Shloka 18. So, Shino, if you can put number 8 on top. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You can put this Bhagavad Gita now. Put the English translation, English one. No, yeah. English and Sanskrit together. Yeah. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay, we're going to recite this shloka together. Let's do it together. Matis, can you see this from there? Is it visible to you? Yeah. If you can't see on the mobile, it is chapter 2, verse 8. Okay. Repeat after me. Na hi prapashyami mamapnudyad nahi prapashyami mamapnudyad yach chokam uchoshanam indriyanam yachokam uchoshanam indriyanam avapya bhumam asapatranam riddham avapya bhumam asaptanam riddham rajyam suranam api chadhipatyam rajyam suranam api chadhipatyam nahi prapashyami mabapunadyad yachokam uchoshanam indriyanam avapya bhumava saptanam mriddham suranam api chadipatyam nahi prapashyami mamapanudyad yachokam uchoshanam indriyanam avapya bhumam asaptanam riddham rajyam suranam api chadipatyam nahi prapashyami mamapanudyad yachokam uchoshanam indriyanam avapya bhumava saptanam vriddham rajyam suranam api chadipatyam. Anybody like to repeat? Nahi prapashyami mamapanudyad yachokam uchoshanam indriyanam avapya bhumava saptanam riddham rajyam suranam api chadipatyam. Let's do word by word. Na, do not. He, certainly. Prapashyami, I see. Mama, my. Apanud, yad, can drive away. Yat, that which. Shokam, lamentation. Uchoshanam, drying up. Indriyanam, of the senses. Avapya, achieving. Bhumau, on the earth. Asaptanam, without rival. Riddham, prosperous. Rajyam, kingdom. Suranam, of the demigods. Api, even. Cha, also. Adhipatyam, supremacy. Translation. I can find no means to drive away this grief which is drying up my senses. I will not be able to dispel it even if I win the prosperous, unrivaled kingdom on earth with sovereignty like the demigods in heaven. Please repeat after me. I can find no means to drive away this grief which is drying up my senses. I will not be able to dispel it even if I win a prosperous, unrivaled kingdom on earth with sovereignty like the demigods in heaven. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Although Arjuna was putting forward so many arguments based on knowledge of the principles of religion and moral codes, it appears that he was unable to solve his real problem without the help of the spiritual master. Lord Sri Krishna. He could understand that this so-called knowledge was useless in driving away his problems, which were drying up his whole existence. And it was impossible for him to solve such perplexities without the help of a spiritual master like Lord Krishna. Academic knowledge, scholarship, high position, etc. are all useless in solving the problems of life. Help can be given only by a spiritual master like Krishna. Therefore, the conclusion is that a spiritual master who is 100% Krishna conscious is the bona fide spiritual master, for he can solve the problems of life. Lord Chaitanya said that one who is a master in the science of Krishna consciousness, regardless of his social position, is the real spiritual master. Kiba vipra kiba nyasi shudra ke naya, yei Krishna tattva veta sei guru haya. It does not matter whether a person is a vipra, learned scholar in Vedic wisdom, or is born in a lower family, or is in the renounced order of life. If he is a master in the science of Krishna, he is the perfect and bona fide spiritual master. So without being a master in the science of Krishna consciousness, no one is a bona fide spiritual master. It is also said in the Vedic literature, Satkarma nipuno vipro mantra tantra visharada avaishnavo gurur nasyad vaishnava swapacho guru. A scholarly Brahmana, expert in all subjects of Vedic knowledge, is unfit to become a spiritual master without being a Vaishnava or expert in the science of Krishna consciousness. But a person born in a family of a lower caste can become a spiritual master if he is a Vaishnava or Krishna conscious. This is from Padma Puran. The problems of material existence, birth, old age, disease and death cannot be counteracted by accumulation of wealth and economic development. In many parts of the world, there are states which are replete with all facilities of life, which are full of wealth and economically developed. Yet the problems of material existence are still present. They are seeking peace in different ways, but they can achieve real happiness only if they consult Krishna or the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, which constitute the science of Krishna. Through the bona fide representative of Krishna, the man in Krishna consciousness. If economic development and material comforts could drive away one's lamentation for family, social, national or international inabilities, then Arjuna would not have said that even an unrivaled kingdom on earth or supremacy like that of the demigods in the heavenly planets would be unable to drive away his lamentations. He sought therefore refuge in Krishna consciousness, and that is the right path for peace and harmony. Economic development or supremacy over the world can be finished at any moment by the catalysms of material nature. Even elevation into a higher planetary situation, as men are now seeking on the moon planet, can also be finished at one stroke. The Bhagavad Gita confirms this. Shine punye martya lokam vishanti. When the results of pious activities are finished, one falls down again from the peak of happiness to the lowest status of life. Many politicians of the world have fallen down in that way. Such downfalls only constitute more causes for lamentation. Therefore, if we want to curb lamentations for good, then we have to take shelter of Krishna, as Arjuna is seeking to do. So Arjuna asked Krishna to solve his problem definitely, and that is the way of Krishna consciousness. Magyantimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruvei Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapad Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshadharine. Hare Krishna. The translation of today's shloka is: I can find no means to drive away the grief which is drying up my senses. I will not be able to dispel it even if I win a prosperous, unrivaled kingdom on earth with sovereignty like the demigods in heaven. Hare Krishna. So this particular shloka in Bhagavad Gita, this is chapter 2. Arjuna is just about to commence a big war, and he suddenly finds out that on the opposite side are his own loving relatives which are ready to fight. And not only opposite side, on his own side as well, there are his friends and relatives. And he knew that this is going to be a terrible war, and many people is going to die. And among those will be his own friends and relatives, which he loved them the most, his own teachers, his grandfathers, and all going to die. And it is said that sometimes we hear of the calamities of the life, but when the calamities comes right in front of you, then you really gets shaken up. Have you all experienced sometimes? We all say earthquake, or we hear so many of such calamities. And when it really comes, we become really disturbed, perplexed. So here Arjuna is saying, I can find no means to drive away this grief which is drying up my senses. So he's grief-stricken. He said, how can I kill my friends and relatives? And he's so grief-stricken, he says, my mouth is drying up. And then, have you ever had this perplexity in your life? Some really difficult situation in your life, that your body gives up, the normal functioning. Your mouth starts drying up. It's completely shattered. He doesn't know what to do, whether to fight or not to fight. And Arjuna is a very intelligent, very knowledgeable person. So what does he says next? He says, I will not be able to dispel it even if I win a prosperous, unrivaled kingdom on earth with sovereignty like the demigods in heaven. He said, the grief I am experiencing now, even if I win the war, and after the winning the war, I become the king of the entire earth, with the sovereignty like that of a demigods, not just human sovereignty, demigod sovereignty. You have no enemy. Everything is very prosperous. Everything is completely in his control. So even if I achieve that situation, I will not be able to counteract the grief of killing my own kinsman. So it is not possible. So Prabhupada very nicely, he writes in the purport, he says, the problems of material existence, birth, old age, disease and death cannot be counteracted by accumulation of wealth and economic development. So Prabhupada goes right at the bottom of all our problems. What are our problems? There are four major problems. Birth, old age, disease and death. Anybody has this problem? Or just me? Yeah, everybody has it? If you have some exception, everybody is born, everybody is getting old, yeah, everybody has some disease, and everybody is going to die someday. Nobody is exempted. Either you are a British people, British Englishman, or a Scotsman, or American, or Indian, or African, or Australian, doesn't matter who you are. Either a human or an animal, either an insect or a fish, whoever you are, everybody has to go through this. Birth, old age, disease and death. When I first heard these four problems, I never thought about like that. I thought our problem is that, how I'm going to pay my bills tomorrow. How am I going to, get promoted in my job? Or how am I going to, win a nice partner, life partner in my life? We think these are the problems of life. But actually these are very temporary, insignificant problems. The real problems are birth, old age, disease and death. These are the real problems. Everybody has it. And Prabhupada says, these four problems you cannot counteract with economic development. And what is Arjuna's argument for that one? That even if I become as prosperous as demigods, still this problem of birth, old age, disease and death is going to continue. Many of you, we migrated from our country, India, some other countries, from Greece or wherever we are. We thought, if we go to a country where there's a higher standard of living, we'll be better off. That's what we thought of. But when you come here, do you think all your problems are solved? Like in Hindi we say, hamare sab dukh dur ho gaye. And all our problems are solved. Is all our problems solved? Same problem. Are you stop growing old? Are you stop having disease? Are you sure you're not going to die? Are you sure once you die you're not going to get birth again? So even if you have a higher standard of living, still this problem is going to continue. And Arjuna goes even one step higher. He says, even if I have the prosperity of a demigod, still this is going to continue. So Prabhupada writes in the purport that the problems of our life, the difficulty with us that we all try to find material solution to material problem. This problem that we have is a material problem. Birth is related to body. Old age is related to body. Disease is related to body. And death also is related to body. And what is body? It's a matter. It's a machine. So we are trying to find a material solution to material problem. But actually we are a spirit soul. Our problem is not material. Our problem is spiritual. So we have to find a spiritual solution to the material problems. And if it is a spiritual solution we need a spiritual master. In Sanskrit we call it Guru. And Prabhupada, he quotes Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Who can be the Guru? Who can be the spiritual master? Guru is a very well-known term all over the world. Everybody knows this word, Guru. Everybody heard this word, Guru? Yeah. And what does we think about Guru? Guru means somebody who is very knowledgeable, who is expert. And in the spiritual context also, there are so many Gurus are there. So how do we find who is the right Guru? Who is the perfect Guru? So Prabhupada, he quotes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu here. I'll just read it again. It does not matter whether a person is a Vipra, learned scholar in Vedic wisdom, or born in a lower family, or is in the renounced order of life. If he is a master in the science of Krishna, he is the perfect and bona fide spiritual master. So if someone who knows the science of Krishna, who knows Krishna, who is Krishna, how to approach Krishna, how to love Krishna, he is the Guru. It doesn't matter which country he is born into. It doesn't matter which caste he is born to. If he knows the science of Krishna, he is a perfect Guru. So who is the Guru? Guru is one who knows Krishna. He can be the spiritual master. So it's a beautiful purport that Prabhupada has given to this shloka. And now we come to the topic of today's discussion. We're discussing Panihati Chida Dahi Festival. It is a story of a very wonderful devotee called Raghunath Das Goswami. So today's topic of finding a spiritual solution to material problem, he is the perfect example. If you see in our temple, we have this, the pictures here. We have Prabhupada, he is Gurudev Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, his Guru Gaur Krishnadas Babaji, his Guru is Bhakti Vinod Thakur, his Guru is Jagannath Babaji Maharaj, and then we have the 6 Goswamis. The Goswamis, the Goswami literal meaning is that those who are in complete control of their senses and the mind. Go means senses, which includes the mind, and Swami is one who is controlled, who has controlled it. Not all of us has this ability. We can control our senses for some time. If you're hungry, how long you can control your hunger? Maybe for a day. Last week we had a Nirjal Ekadashi. We're all counting seconds and minutes, when it is going to get over and I'm going to eat something. We can control our senses for some time. We can control our mind for some time. But it just gets out of control in a flicker, in a second. But these, very advanced devotees who have complete control over their mind and senses, they are called Goswami. So Goswami is not a surname. It is not a title. It is a spiritual advancement. Anybody can be Goswami as long as he is surrendered to Krishna and is completely control of his mind and senses. We can also be Goswami. So out of the 6 Goswami, one of the Goswami was Raghunath Das Goswami. This wonderful picture is here, Raghunath Das Goswami. Now Raghunath Das Goswami, he was born about 500 years back. So this is not a very old story. It's a very recent story. So Raghunath Das Goswami, he was born into a very rich aristocratic family in the land of Bengal. In modern day we call it West Bengal. And he was the only son of his father. And his father was a big landowner, a landlord. In the old days we used to call it Jamindar. Jamindar means he has thousands and thousands and thousands of acres of land. And in modern day terms, he was actually the billionaire. His father used to collect taxes from his land, every year, 20 lakh gold coins, 2 million gold coins, which is 500 years back. So every year, that was their income. So they were actually the kind of, rich people, aristocratic people. Nowadays, people are rich by what, some numbers in bank account. They don't really hold anything. So stock market crashes, even they crash. So our richness is only on paper. It is dependent on so many other factors. But here they had the actual physical land with them. Nobody can take away, their opulence. And he was only son of his father. His father's name was Govardhan Majumdar. His uncle's name was Hirane Majumdar. And they were very powerful landlord. And Raghunath Goswami, he was growing up very nicely. And he was very handsome, very strong, very well qualified, well educated. As you can see, son of a very wealthy man. He had all the facilities that one can desire of. He had everything. But right from his birth, he had he was very much inclined to the devotion service to Krishna. Right from his birth. And he associated with a very wonderful devotee called Haridas Thakur. In our Mangala, in our Primadhanis, Haridas, Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki jai. So he associated with him. And then, he had no interest in these worldly affairs. He was aware of these 4 problems of life: birth, old age, disease and death. And he was convinced that no matter how much wealth I have or how much powerful I become, this is not going to sort out the real problems of my life. So he was interested in spiritual solutions, spiritual life. And then he came to know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very nearby. So once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was traveling to Shantipur, so that was not very far from his village. So he went and met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that, my Lord, I want to give up everything. This money, this opulence, it does not attract me. In fact, I'm suffocated in my life. I want to get out of this. We all are after all these things, and he wants to get out of it. He says, I want to get out of it. Can you please give me your permission and tell me how do I do it? So Mahaprabhu, he said, no, you are, a responsible man. You should look after, the business of your father. But he gave a very wonderful instruction. He said, you can be in the world, but not of the world. Yeah? Would you like to repeat with me? You can be in the world, but not of the world. Yeah? So we are in the world. We have our family, we have our jobs and businesses and responsibilities. We are in the world, and we have to do those responsibilities. But we should not be of the world. Just do whatever is required to do your responsibilities. And don't get too much attached to it. And then Raghunath Goswami very nicely took that instruction. And then he went back home. And now parents, before that, the parents were a bit worried, saying our child is very much devotionally inclined and looks like someday is going to leave our house. This is a very great fear, especially Indian families. A child shows some inclination towards spiritual life. Hey, don't do this. Sadhu nahi banne ka hai. Don't become a saint. Don't become a sadhu. get married, have children, some money, this is what you should be doing. So same, family, and they said, we think he's going to leave the house. But now Raghunadas Goswami came back home, and it is said in Chaitanya Charitamrita, he became a pound and shilling man. That means he become, externally look like he become a very materialistic person. Very expert in his business, and very, knowledgeable. And there is one, instance, there's one incident which is mentioned there. It so happened, because as a landlord, they have to give taxes to the local king. And when you are rich, you have many enemies. So one of the enemy, they just inform the king that he is doing some fraud. He is not giving full tax to you. And he gave some allegations and some evidence and all. And it was a Muslim king, and he became very furious. Oh, my money, and he's cheating me. So he came, rushing to their house, and he wanted to arrest the family. But in the house, both his father and uncle were not there. So they arrested Raghunadas Goswami. They said, until your father and uncle comes back, you will be the, what do you call, we'll keep you till they come back. So now he's in jail. And in jail, how can he get out? He has no help. So then he spoke to the king, very sweetly. He said, my dear king, my father and you are like brothers. And brothers sometimes fight, and sometimes they become friends. So you should not take this so-called misunderstanding very seriously. And he spoke so diplomatically, and Raghunadas Goswami was so expert in his businessman means he should have negotiating power. And he said, we are just like brothers, and I am like your son. And would you keep your son in the jail? No. How can I keep my son in the jail? And moreover, I'll talk to my father. Whatever misunderstanding is there, and we can sort this out. And then this king became very, his heart melted. And the king said, don't cheat me, at least give me some money, And then he had some nice negotiation, and he released Raghunadas Goswami. And the whole matter was resolved. What does this incident show is that Raghunadas Goswami was not trying to leave the house because he was not expert in the business. He was completely, fully control of his father's business. Very qualified, and he would have become, even more richer than his own family or his own father. But naturally his heart was not there. So, the whole thing was resolved, and Raghunadas Goswami, after some time, he wanted to run away from the house. Many times he tried to escape from the house. And his father, because he's a very rich man, he has so much resources in his hand. As soon as he'll escape from the house, he will send a search party. And in those days, you have to walk. You can't go much further, So the search party will go out, and they'll just find Raghunadas Goswami. They'll again bring back. And again someday he'll again escape. Again they'll bring back. And then one day, his mother said, let's get him married. Once he gets married, then he will not escape. Then his father said, do you think he will stay home? Because he's naturally attracted towards bhakti, a devotion. If this wealth cannot shackle him down to the house, do you think a lady will shackle him down? Not possible. Anyway, they still got him married. And he was married to a beautiful lady, so beautiful, full of all the good qualities. And now he's a householder. And he wanted to leave the house, but he's fully occupied with the family responsibilities now. So now we come to the today's incident or the festival that we want to discuss. So he's now, in his house, he wants to get out, but he can't get out. So one day he gets a news that Nityananda Prabhu, he's having a wonderful kirtan party at a place called Panihati. And there are wonderful devotees are there, so many devotees are there. And he asked his parents, can I just go and see Nityananda Prabhu in this place? And I'm sure, I promise you, I won't escape, I'll come back. You please let me go. And they said, yes, you can go. And Panihati is now, in modern day, it is near Calcutta, north of Calcutta. It's right on the bank of Ganga. So, everybody knows who is Nityananda Prabhu? Raise your hand if you know who is Nityananda Prabhu. Yeah, Balram knows. Yeah, Mahapureshwari Mataji knows. Mataji also know. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about Nityananda Prabhu. Who is Nityananda Prabhu? See, Krishna, we are reading Bhagavad Gita, and in Bhagavad Gita, at the end of Bhagavad Gita, what does Krishna say? What is his instruction? He said, Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam. Abandon all varieties of religion, surrender unto me. Now, Krishna gave the instructions in Bhagavad Gita, and are we following Bhagavad Gita? Are we surrendering? No, it is there, surrender. Are we surrendering? We are not surrendering. Nobody wants to surrender. Everybody wants to become master. So Krishna said, I told them, said face to face, surrender. This is will benefit you. But we are not doing it. So then Krishna said, because he's our loving father. So Krishna comes back again as Lord Chaitanya, Lord Gauranga. He came just about 500 years back. So now this time, Krishna knew that I told them surrender, but they are not surrendering. So this time, I'll come not as a god, I'll come as a devotee of the God. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is God himself, but in the mood of a devotee. And then from his own example, from his lifetime, he's exemplifying how to become a devotee. Clear so far? Yeah. So he's God himself, but in the mood of a devotee. Now whenever Krishna comes, along with comes Balram. Balram, is hardly any time, whenever Krishna or any of his incarnation is there, Balram comes either himself or he comes in some other form. But he's always there. So then Balram comes as Shri Nityananda Prabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna and Nityananda Prabhu is Balaram. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came to give bhakti very freely. He gives bhakti very freely because he comes in a mood of a devotee. Devotee is very benevolent. He just gives everything free. And Nityananda Prabhu, he says, oh, my Lord wants to give bhakti very freely. And he always wants to serve Krishna. So he becomes intoxicated with the love of God. And he is just giving, like plundering, the wealth of bhakti to everyone. So Nityananda Prabhu, it is said, if you want to approach Krishna or Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, go via Nityananda Prabhu. And actually, you cannot go to Krishna without the medium of Nityananda Prabhu. So this is Balram himself. He is the Adi Guru, original Guru. So this is Nityananda Prabhu. So Raghunath Goswami heard that Nityananda Prabhu is in Panihati. So let me go and see him. So here you see this picture here, Nityananda Prabhu is sitting on that rock and so many of the devotees, they are surrounding him. And they're having beautiful kirtan there, so many wonderful devotees are singing and, having katha. And then Raghunath Goswami comes at the scene. And, he's very humble, though he is a very aristocratic, very respectable, kind of a dignitary, he stands very far of the gathering, in a very one small corner, and he just wants to take the darshan of Nityananda Prabhu and devotees. He doesn't want to, go into the front. So somebody tells Nityananda Prabhu, look, there is Raghunath Das, he's standing at the far back. And Nityananda Prabhu becomes very happy. He says, oh, Raghunath has come. But Nityananda Prabhu, is a very jovial and is very funny. He said, hey Raghunath, you are standing at the back, and you are hiding from me. Only thieves hide. Those who are not thieves, they don't hide. Because you are a thief, you are hiding. Come close to me, I want to punish you. So he's jokingly saying that, I want to punish you, come, you're hiding, you're a thief. So, Raghunath Goswami, he comes forward. He has many servants along with him. And he goes, and he just falls at the feet of Nityananda Prabhu, offers his obeisances to him. And Nityananda Prabhu becomes so happy with him. And he says, Raghunath, because you're a thief, I must punish you. And your punishment is that there are so many devotees here. And I order you, and your punishment is that you make a Chida Dahi Festival today. You feed everyone here Chida and Dahi. Now, Chida is called puffed rice. Those, Gujarati, Maharashtrians, poha. Yeah, this is, so we have a picture. It's a puffed rice. So, Nityananda Prabhu said, make a chida, everybody feed chida and dahi. Now, he didn't say, give me some, opulent, rasgulla or, some opulent food. He says chida dahi. Chida is puffed rice. You can get it anywhere. And dahi also, yogurt you can get anywhere. It's a very simple food. So Nityananda Prabhu said, just get this simple food, feed it everyone. Now, when Raghunath Das heard this, he becomes so jubilant. Oh, I got some seva. I got some seva from Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu. So I must do my best. So he is a rich, aristocratic man. He just ordered his servants, bring the best quality chida, best quality dahi. And he says, why dahi? Let's have condensed milk. So he, got huge quantity of chida and huge quantity of condensed milk. And he brought, many of the, good quality bananas, some sugar, camphor, saffron, the dry fruits. Beautiful, beautiful, wonderful items he purchased. And there's a whole description of how it was made, but I won't describe, otherwise, we'll become very hungry. So they made two preparations. First they soaked the chida or the puffed rice into a hot milk, and then took half of it, and then they mixed it with the yogurt and some sugar and some dry fruits. Another half they soaked it into a condensed milk and some more dry fruits and some special quality banana. You can see these two preparations. You feeling hungry? So, and then, he prepared this huge quantity, and, everybody was given this two pot, one with the chida and yogurt. There was chida and condensed milk. And everybody was so happy, and the news went out that Nityananda Prabhu has ordered Raghunath Das Goswami to throw a party of Chida Dahi. So all these respectable, brahmanas and, people of the village, they came. So, oh, nice party happening. We also want to go to party. So they all came. And then Raghunath Das served them also Chida Dahi. And then the whole village came to know that, there's a huge party going on. The whole village came. And everybody came. And it became a huge gathering. And it is described in Chaitanya Charitamrita that there was no place to stand. So some people, they were on the bank of Ganga. So some people, they half submerged in the Ganga. They're standing in the Ganga, with the 2 pots. I don't know how they ate. So they are now sitting on the Ganga, half submerged, and some are sitting on the tree. There's a huge crowd. Shrinu, can you show the picture? I think we have a picture. Maybe one more. Yeah, no. Back. Yeah, you can see this. You see people everywhere. Everywhere there's people sitting there. And everybody was, having this, 2 pots of Chida Dahi. And everybody was enjoying. And then, Nityananda Prabhu, he prayed in his heart for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to come. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was actually in Jagannath Puri. So he prayed that Mahaprabhu, please come. Raghunadas is serving so nicely to all the devotees. So Mahaprabhu, he came all the way from Jagannath Puri to Panihati, which is in Calcutta. So only those who were empowered by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, only those people can see that he was there. No, not everybody could see him. So Nityananda Prabhu could see him, and he also gave vision to Raghunadas Goswami also. He could also see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is there. And then Nityananda Prabhu, he took some chida and fed Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu fed to Nityananda Prabhu. Then there was a huge, wonderful Tamal Chess Kirtan. And everybody was, so happy, so jubilant. And there's a huge kirtan happening, and everybody was jumping and dancing, and it was like, they are in spiritual world. Chanting, dancing and feasting, that's what we do. Chanting, dancing and Chida Dahi. They're all jumping and dancing, and everybody was happy. And all the problems of birth, old age, disease and death was sorted. Because now they're in spiritual world. And after some time, then Mahaprabhu, left, and then everybody was still jumping and dancing. And then all the nearby village people, they came to know, there is a huge party going on. And all these merchants, those who had a big stock of yogurt and chida, they said, if we go there, they'll buy our foodstuffs. So all the merchants came, all the village people came, and said, hey, there's a party going on. And Raghunath says, yes, party going on. Says, where is our pot? Says, we do not have, everything is over. The merchants said, no, we have, So the merchants came, so the merchants, then Raghunath Goswami bought everything, whatever they had. And then Raghunath Goswami, he bought the Chida Dahi from them, and the same merchants he's feeding them. He bought from them, and he's feeding them the same Chida Dahi. And so in this way, everybody was very happy. So this is this Chida Dahi festival. Now, it's already past now. I wanted to talk more about the life after Chida Dahi. What happened to Raghunadas Goswami. So, Nityananda Prabhu, he becomes so happy that Raghunadas Goswami is so selflessly serving all the Vaishnavas. So he gave him a blessing that Raghunadas Goswami, today you placed all the devotees so nicely, and you also pleased Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so nicely. Soon all your troubles will be over, and soon you will see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and you will live with him. So this was the benediction given by Nityananda Prabhu. And then Raghunadas Goswami, he went back to home, and now his desire to be with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became uncontrollable. And he said, I cannot stay home anymore. I have to go. So on one day, he left home, And he knew that, his parents will find him out. They'll send a big search party behind him. So he didn't go direct. He went the indirect way, through the jungles and all. And it took him about 12 days to reach Jagannath Puri. And, then he reached Jagannath Puri, and then his parents said, now, he's gone. There is no point taking him back. So at least he's living in Jagannath Puri. Let's make some nice arrangement for him to stay there. So they would send all this, money and all the facilities for Raghunath Goswami to stay there. But Raghunath Goswami, he was renounced in the heart. He had no interest of any sense gratification or any prestige in the society. He was completely renounced. So initial few days, he said, my parents have sent me this money, what do I do? So he used to call Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for feast every day. But after some times, he thought, Mahaprabhu is not so pleased with me, because I'm just, not so renounced, he thought so. So then he stopped, using his father's money. Then he started begging, Can you imagine a billionaire's son? He's just become a common beggar in Jagannath Puri. There's a Simhadwar. Anybody been to Jagannath temple? There's a Simhadwar. And all the beggars used to stand outside, and then he would beg. And after some days, he said, this begging is also sense gratification. Because when I'm begging, I'll think, he's going to give me some money, or he's going to give me some money. So this is not right. So he stopped begging then. And then, whatever the discarded food of Jagannath Prasad is there, then he would just take that. And then he says, how can I eat, Prasadam, Jagannath Prasadam meant for, devotees. Now, try to understand, this is Raghunath Goswami's renunciation. We cannot imitate him. Okay? He is completely in different dimension. He is Rati Manjari from spiritual world. Whatever he does, we cannot imitate. So what I'm going to speak to you now, just hear it carefully. But make sure, understand that we cannot imitate it. He said, what he decided that, he has to eat something for keep his body alive. So he stopped begging, he wouldn't ask anybody to give him any food. So there is a place in Jagannath Puri when on the Jagannath Prasad, when it becomes off or stale, they give it to the cows. It is not fit for the human consumption. So there's a Goshala, that the cows, they keep it for the cows. And then some prasadam becomes so stale that even cows won't eat it. So then Raghunath Goswami will go in the night, where he'll pick up the prasadam which even the cows are not eating. And he'll bring that prasadam. It's Jagannath Prasad, he has full faith in Jagannath Prasad. Probably we do not have, but he had full faith in Jagannath Prasad. And he will bring it home and he will wash, the rice, with some impurities. And every day he will eat that. Can we do this? Not possible. I can't even imagine, going to the place, eating a food which even cows won't eat it. You see this picture. He's eating, of prasad, which is not even cows won't eat it. And then Mahaprabhu, he came to know that Raghunath Goswami is so detached, he's so renounced. So he proclaimed him as the Prayojan Acharya. In spiritual life, there are three kind of stages. Connecting, first is Sambandha, connecting to Krishna. So for us, connecting to Krishna, our Acharya is Sanatan Goswami. He connects us to Krishna. The next stage is Abhideya. When we connected to Krishna, we serve Krishna. So and for that the Acharya is Shri Rupa Goswami. And after serving Krishna, we surrender everything to Krishna. Everything means everything. And for that the Acharya is Raghunath Das Goswami. He is completely surrendered. He has no desire, intentions, anything for his own sense gratification. Everything for the pleasure of Krishna. So Mahaprabhu, he proclaimed he used to be the Prayojanacharya. And Mahaprabhu, he came to know that he is eating every day the prasadam, which is cows won't eat it. So one day, Raghunath Goswami, he was eating this prasadam in his where he was living. And Mahaprabhu came to his place. He says, Raghunath, I heard every day you eat some very special sweets and you are not sharing with everybody. He said, no, Mahaprabhu. He said, you have heard something wrong. I don't have any sweets. He said, what are you eating? He said, this is definitely not sweet. He said, no, show me what are you eating. So, he said, Mahaprabhu, this is just the rice. And, so Mahaprabhu came and he took whatever Raghunath was eating, he took it and Mahaprabhu started eating. He says, my Lord, you can't eat this. This is not fit for you. Because, this is even the cows won't eat it, He says, my Lord, you can't eat this. He said, no, Raghunath, this is the most sweetest prasadam I have ever eaten in my life. Where have you been hiding this prasadam? He said, no, my Lord, this is not fit for you. Please don't eat it. And Mahaprabhu was just eating and eating and eating. This reminds me of the story of Sudama and Krishna, remember? Yeah. The Lord, He is not interested in what you are offering. He is interested in the love that you have. There's a picture there. Shinu, can you show? Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is a small picture. You see, just Jagannath Puri temple behind. And this is Raghunath Goswami, the Mahaprabhu. He came. He says, give me your prasad. He says, no. This is not fit for you. And Mahaprabhu, stole from him. And he had that, prasadam. And then Mahaprabhu became so happy with him. And Mahaprabhu, then he gave him a very special gift. So now we're going to show that gift to you. If you can just go to the picture, there's a little. Yeah, this one. So in the middle you see is a Govardhan Shila. And around it is called Gunjamala. Now this Govardhan Shila is from the Govardhan mountain. And Mahaprabhu every day, he will press this Shila on his chest. And he would cry, remembering Krishna. It is said that this Shila was 24 hours a day, was moist with the tears of Mahaprabhu. And he would hold, the Shila, it is very small Shila. He hold it so tight that it has got the thumbprint of Mahaprabhu. If you see, there is a little depression in this Shila. There is a thumbprint of Mahaprabhu. This was something very dear to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But now he was so pleased with Raghunath Das Goswami. He gave this Shila to Raghunath Goswami that, you can have it and you worship it. And this is the Gunjamala. Gunjamala is also very special. It is made up of gunja seeds. And then Raghunath Goswami, throughout his life, he worshipped this, Govardhan Shila and Gunjamala. And then, after some years, Mahaprabhu left this world. And then Raghunath Goswami, he could not bear the separation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he decided he will go to Vrindavan and he'll climb the Govardhan mountain and he will jump and he'll commit suicide. So this is what he wanted to do. So he came to Vrindavan and Sanatan Goswami was there and he came to know his plan. He says, no, Raghunath, you cannot do that. So he said, rather you can serve the devotees. He said, all the devotees here, you were so close to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and you can narrate the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, what happened in Jagannath Puri. You can narrate them whole day. And then he accepted that service. So every day for 3 hours, Raghunath Goswami, he will narrate Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's katha, pastimes in Jagannath Puri. And in that assembly there was one devotee called Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. He heard this entire story of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was then ordered to write Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit. So Chaitanya Charitamrit is considered the postgraduate study in spiritual life. Like if you go to school we have a primary education, and then there is called the graduation, then there is the post-graduation. So studying Bhagavad Gita is like school education, primary education. Studying Srimad Bhagavatam, it is like becoming a graduate in spiritual life. But when you study Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit, then it is a postgraduate study. It is a very high study in Vedic philosophy and Vedic pastimes. So then Chaitanya Charitamrit, we have Chaitanya Charitamrit because of Raghunath Das Goswami. He narrated to Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, and then he wrote it into the book form. And then Raghunath Das Goswami, he was narrate whole day, and he would stay in a place called Radha Kund near Govardhan, one of the holiest of all holy places in the entire creation. And the whole day, he will be, chanting, and he wrote many books, and he had no desire to make himself comfortable for anything. He had a very, 1 or 2 clothes that he would have it. He had no house, no hut. And in Vrindavan, it gets very cold in the winter and it gets very hot in the summer. So one day, he was writing a book, under the sun. So hot sun, and then he's writing a book, and his skin is burning, and he is not aware that his skin is burning. And Radharani, so in Vrindavan, Krishna and Radha, their pastimes are still happening even now. We cannot see it, but they are there. So Radharani, she saw that, Raghunath Das Goswami, he's writing this book, and his skin is burning under his sun. So then she came, and she put her pallu on top of Raghunath, that he will not be burnt by the sun. There's a picture if you can show. You see this picture here? So he's writing a book, then Radharani comes, and he puts, she covers with her own sari, so that he won't get burnt. And also, in those days, Vrindavan was a forest, and many of the tigers, and they'll all come, and he was just fearless. Even tigers will come. He says, "Tiger, if you want to eat me, eat me." No resistance. So then Sanatana Goswami once knew that, for you Radharani is taking so much trouble, so that why are you giving her a trouble? So if you keep doing this, she will keep coming and, cover you with the sari. So you have some small hut for you. So, then Radharani will not get trouble. Then, because Sanatana Goswami is kind of a guru, he said, yes, as you say. Then, he will have a small hut and then he will stay there. And then, after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it is said, he practically stopped eating. He would just eat some milk and some fruit. And after some time, his Siksha Guru, Sanatana Goswami, he left this world. And after that, Rupa Goswami also left this world. And then, he had no desire whatsoever to live in this world. So it said, that he would just once a day, he will just, palmful in one palm, whatever buttermilk, will reside in a palm, he will just drink that once a day. Buttermilk is one Brajbasi item. Anybody can give you. Nobody will charge you for that. So once a day, just little few drops of buttermilk, you will just drink it. And it is that someday he would forget that, did I drink my buttermilk or not? He said, if I don't know if I drink it, no, then I will not drink it. So someday he will forget. We don't forget to eat. But he won't even, we forget that whether it's eaten or not eaten. So this is the character of Raghunath Goswami. He's completely renounced. As we said, we cannot imitate what he has done. But we can follow his footstep. So now it is the lesson time. What do we learn from Raghunath Goswami? Okay, next 5 minutes we'll spend on it. First lesson, what do we learn from Raghunath Goswami? You be in this world, but not of the world. You can perform all your responsibilities very nicely, but don't get too attached, don't get entangled in this world. That's the first lesson. And second lesson is, you can please the Lord by serving the devotees. Raghunath Goswami, this Chida Dahi Festival that we discussed in detail, he simply served the devotees. And Nityananda Prabhu was pleased. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was pleased. And we please the devotees, that will attract the Lord's mercy. And then because of that mercy, Raghunath Goswami, he was released from his family shackles. He was released, from that bondage. So serving devotees is the easiest and the surest way of pleasing Krishna. So serve Krishna's devotees. And that attracts the mercy of the Lord. So let's repeat again. First lesson, let's be in the world, but not of the world. And we can please the Lord by serving Krishna's devotees. By serving Krishna's devotees, the Lord gives his full benediction, and all our problems will be sorted by the mercy of the Lord. So we do not have Nityananda Prabhu today with us, but we have Nityananda Prabhu's representative, which is Srila Prabhupada. Nityananda Prabhu is the Adi Guru, original spiritual master. And anybody who follows Nityananda Prabhu's footstep, he is also Guru. As we said in Bhagavad Gita, anybody who knows the science of Krishna, he is the Guru. So Srila Prabhupada is representative of Nityananda Prabhu. So if you please Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada has given this beautiful facility of this temple. We are so comfortably sitting here, hearing about Krishna. We'll chant about Krishna here. Our children are happy here. The grown-ups are happy here. We chant and dance here, and we eat also very nicely here. Everything is given here. And why it is with us here? We are just trying one thing. Let's please Srila Prabhupada. In the morning when we come here, we do Aarti to Prabhupada. We glorify him. We say, thank you Prabhupada for giving everything to us. So by serving Srila Prabhupada, reading his books, following his instruction, someday Krishna will be pleased. He's already pleased. But someday, his mercy will become so much inundated to us that one day we all go back to Godhead. As Raghunath Goswami was released from all his bondage by serving the devotees. So once again, thank you all very much for your very kind attention and your attentive listening. Did you all like the story of Chida Dahi, Raghunath Goswami? Yeah. This was 20th of June, 3 days back, this festival was celebrated. And we are celebrating it today. We have some kheer or something today. So while eating, you can remember Srila Raghunath Goswami today. So thank you all very much. So I think we've gone over time. So we now have a kirtan together. And after that, we'll have prasadam. Thank you so very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. stand up now and I will have kirtan.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pastyatya Deshatarine Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Shunyavadi Pasyatya Deshatarine Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Chaitanya Nityananda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, louder. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayo Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Shri Radhe. Jayo Panchatattva, Jayo Panchatattva, Jayo Panchatattva, Shila Panchatattva. Jayo Gauranitai, Jayo Gauranitai, Jayo Gauranitai, Shila Gauranitai. Jayo Jayo Prabhupada, 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 Jayo Jayo Prabhupada. Jayo Jayo Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jayam Vishnupad Paramhans Parivajakacarya Stotra Rishati Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanar Vrind Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrind ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki, प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड श्री गिरि गोवर्धन की। श्री वृंदावन धाम की। श्री नवदीप मायापुर धाम की। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की। गंगा माई की, जमुना माई की, भक्ति देवी की, तुलसी महारानी की, कलियुग पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, बृहत मृतंग ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की, ट्रांसेंडेंटल प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Namaste Narasimhaya Praladalaine Hiranyakashi Purvaksha Shilatanka Nakalae Ito Nasimo para To Nasimo Narasimhapadim Sharanam Prapade Tava Kara Kamalavare Nakam Advuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipo Tanubringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narasimhadev, 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 Jaya Narasimhadev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. नरसिम्हा देव की, प्रहलाद महाराज की। महाप्रसादे गोविन्दे नाम ब्रह्मणि वैष्णवे सर्वपुण्यवतां राजं विश्वासोऽयं विजायते शरीरारविद्या जड़ेन्द्रिये ताहे कल जीवे फेले विशेषाकरे तारमज्जीवायति लोभो माय चतुर्मति ताके जेठा कठिन संसारे कृष्ण बड़ो दयामय कोरे बाय जीव जाय स्वप्रसादम दिलो बाय से नाम ऋत पाओ राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ प्रेम राखो श्री चैतन्य निताय जय निमाय जय निताय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे महाप्रसादम की
Hare Krishna. So once again, thank you everyone for coming today. Couple of very quick announcements. It's a repeat announcement. It's a Rath Yatra season now. Today there is a Rath Yatra happening in Birmingham. So if you are late now, you can go now. But if you are not going today, then next Sunday is a Rath Yatra in Leicester. So it starts at 11 o'clock from Leicester City Centre. Then the Rath Yatra procession goes all the way to Cosington Park. It reaches about 1 o'clock, and then from 1 till about 3-4 o'clock, there will be festivities in the Cosington Park. It's the second biggest Rath Yatra in UK. So, if you wish to go, please to visit Leicester next Sunday, 30th of June, starting from City Centre at 11 o'clock in the afternoon. And the next Rath Yatra after that will be in London on 21st of July. We have a coach going from Stoke-on-Trent, which is now completely full. I thank you all the devotees who gave their names. If anybody still want to come, you can give us the name. We put you on a waiting list just in case somebody cancels, then you can have that seat for the coach. There are 2 Rath Yatras happening, recently. There'll be some local festivities in the temple in the July. We'll share those dates in next week. There'll be a kirtan in the temple, and there is some special program we're going to do in the month of July as well. So these are the announcements. Anybody who's come for the first time or after a long time in the temple? Yeah. First time, Mataji? Oh, you never felt like you're a first time. Okay. Would you like to introduce yourself, Mataji? Oh, wonderful. Yeah. You need critical care nurse, we are all critical. Yeah, welcome to the Hare Krishna temple, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Anybody else? First time? Yeah, would you like to introduce yourself? We are Shinu's friend. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yes, oh, wonderful. Welcome to Hare Krishna temple. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So our WhatsApp group, you can see we have a WhatsApp group. You can take the code from the door there. You can be part of a WhatsApp group. And we welcome you all. Please join us every Sunday. We have program 12 to 2 every Sunday. And we have festivals throughout the world, throughout the year. So thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. We'll go for the prasad now upstairs. Hare Krishna.